Thanks for watching. Check this out. I want to talk about words. Um, Everybody know what words are, and they know. Well, maybe some people don't know that words create reality. That's why it's important to have contracts. Anything that you're doing, you want to have it in words, in writing. Because it protects both people, right? But actually, what it does, if somebody know words and understand them, like lawyers, they use those words against people. You get what I'm saying? Well, they tell you that if they arrest you too, anything you say shall and will be used against you in a court of law. And I'm like, how they gonna use something that I say against me? I mean, if I tell you the truth, if I say, hey man, I don't know who took that. I was over there, but I ain't know who took it. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you the truth, correct? With words. But they got people that can look at these words and letters and turn everything you said around and use it against you. They will take what I just said and make it seem like, yeah, you said you was over there. So if you was over there, but you didn't see what happened and you didn't steal and you didn't do this, your words all of a sudden be flipped around and you only said a few words. But the words, the letters are like little magical tools. You get what I'm saying? Let me show you what I'm saying. Like this. You got the alphabet, right? I'm not going to say the whole alphabet, but let's start with T. Say T-U-V. Okay, you got that V. Now, the next letter is W, right? And then most of us go on here with the rest of the alphabet, and that's it. But at V, it's something should have popped in your head, like, man, hold on, what just happened? You get to the V, then it says W. Now, just think about whoever created this language. Supposed to be but they created it, right? Then you get to the V, and while they creating, they get to the V, they make the little V or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then they say, you know what? That V, I'm a W. And then bam, we got the letter for us, W. But if you look at it, it's just two V's. You know what I'm saying? Because it doubled. It doubled. Just like the letter say, W. You know what I'm saying? And when I see it, I'm like, man, that's why these teachers teaching me how to spell. You know what I'm saying? This is magic. That's all we dealing with. Everybody is bound by magic, and they don't even know it. When you go, if you go to court, you know what I'm saying? And they got all these different, laws and different phrases and all this old crazy stuff, man, that get you confused. You know what I'm saying? They know the spell. They know how to use the words. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just showing everybody right now how, man, we using their language, a language that we don't supposed to really, not really, we don't supposed to talk. It's not our language. We've been taught a language. So if we've been taught a language, we had a language, before it. Because we was communicating some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But this is a foreign language. And we didn't speak this language. So they had to, bam, we're going to train them. We're going to teach them. We're going to put them in the schools. And we're going to teach them spelling. Look, the F, the letter F. All right, everybody know how we was taught to say the letter F. You know what I'm saying? You could get to school, she said, F, F, and you sitting there listening and you having fun in class. I'm talking about when you little. You having fun in class and you just repeat it. You know what I'm saying? So, in your mind, F is F. That's how you'll say it. F. That's how it'll start. When teacher make you mad, you be like, F. Yeah, some of y'all said it in y'all mind. I know you did. But then we get to a word, phone. So when we get to the word phone, you supposed to forget everything you was taught. You was supposed to forget that. Now you done got advanced, so-called. So now you get to understand how the P and the H make the F sound. You get what I'm saying? Now you have to disregard everything you was taught. or keep it somewhere back there because it don't come back around. Because you'll be so confused. You ever watch little kids when they get to that little part? They be like, and they'll be like, what's a little F word that ain't bad that I could say right now? Frog. All right, they be like, frog. You know what I'm saying? So if you put the word phone in front of them, they gonna say the P letter that was taught to them. That's how they'll start. But then the teacher have to be like, no, it's when you see PH, it's you know what I'm saying? So now it's changing. It's y'all don't understand what's going on. It's creating stuff in your mind, but it's for a purpose. You get what I'm saying? So check this out. You get to that part with the PH. Let's look at the phone. Let's look at that word. That's a tricky word. It's telling you something and ain't nobody seeing it. I mean hearing it. One of them. Look. So you get the phone. Alright. We supposed to say phone. Now if you spell it, it'll be F-O-N. Phone. Because that's the only letters you say. Phone. Right? But they teach you to spell it P-H-O-N-E. Why? Ain't nobody question it. Why? I did. I always did. I didn't get it till some years later. This is why. Whenever they be telling you the E is silent, well, let the E talk then. So when I let the E talk, phone becomes phony. Phony. But they got people around me I done told this to, and I look like I'm crazy. You know, so I'm telling you, maybe somebody out there gonna say, hey man, you not crazy. Because I see what I see. You got phone, right? And you let the E talk. Stop letting it be silent. All these years it was silent. Because they told you it's supposed to be silent. One day I was like, man, I'm going to let this E talk. And I did it. I said, phony. Man, I was laughing so hard. Because it was really funny to me. I'm like, man, they got me. This phony. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I just started thinking like, phony, what's phony? I'm talking a phony language. This language ain't, this is not my language. This language keep me here. You get what I'm saying? This language, it binds me to the rules here. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you don't, but let's look at these. I want to show y'all about 3 words, and I'm telling you, I'll be finished. I promise. Just stay with me. 3 words. All right, let's look at that first word. First word I want to do is black. You know what I'm saying? Because now I want to show y'all how, like, certain trigger words, that's what I call them, they use it, and we own it, and we become it. Check this out. Black, right? You got B-L-A-C-K. All right, the B. B means, that's a word in itself. B is like be this or be that. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you take the B out, lack. All right, wait a minute. So, whoever created this language, you don't think that they knew what they was doing when they did that? You know, like you just cover up the B, move the B, get him out the way. You know, we'll come back to him later. And you focus in on this word. Let's say lack. And if you can go to the dictionary, you can see what lack means. But I don't have to tell you what it means because you lacking. So you know what it means. So let's look at B. It say be lack. Now, I'm a dark skinned person, dark brown skinned person, right? But they call me black. And just look at it. Be lack. They put it together and say black. And now, for years, I claimed it. Black. I'm black. They allowed James Brown to make a song about it. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Everybody around the world, black. You know, not everybody around the world black. I'm saying people this color, they say they black. Well, not everybody, because they got some smart individuals in this place too. Let me take that back. Not everybody. But they called us that. We own it. You get what I'm saying? And we proud, and you should be proud of who you are. But they gave you the words. They gave you what you supposed to call yourself. Be lack. You black. You get what I'm saying? And we become lack because we agree to it. You get what I'm saying? It's trickery. It's spells, man. I bet you somebody out there still saying, man, this dude tripping. All right, hey, let's see. Let's go to another one. Let's use the word bless. Be less. You take on the characteristics of that word. Be less. People think I'm getting this more. I'm being blessed. Man, it's a curse word. You're not being blessed. It's tricks. That's all it is. Black, which is be lack. Okay. Bless is really be less. Let's go to the word can't. Now I'm talking about. I'm trying to show y'all that these words are curse words. And we use these words every day. We got black, which they call a race of people, which be lack, and you wonder why we at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like we being hunted, you know. Be lack. They don't care about us. Can't. Alright. The same process. It's not hard. You know, not with these few words. They got some other words that's hard, but these words easy. The same process. Can't. You got that C. Now C, that is a word in itself. C. When they tell you to spell C, they told you to spell it S-E-E. Some old sneaky letter. You know? That's one of them silent letters sometimes. You get what I'm saying? So they told you to spell it S-E-E. So when you see the letter C, you don't recognize it's a word. So C means just that. Like you look at your eye with your eyes, you seeing. Okay? And you got the next word, ain't. Alright? Nah, but they told us it's can't. And can't means, you know, like you're not able to do it. You know, it's C, ain't. And when you get to the can't part, it's like you're really giving up because you can't do it. You know, I can't do it. Well, when you can't do it, look at that same word and see the ant. See ant. Now, if you don't know about the ant, man, you really don't know about life. Because the ant is one of the smallest insects, I think they call it insects, out here. You know? But this ant is strong. You ain't gonna never see an ant carrying something smaller than itself. You're not gonna see it. Unless he just finished carrying something big and this is like the last little pieces he can get from out, you know, whatever they taking from. But they always getting big pieces. Something big, way bigger than their body, carrying it back. They on a mission all the time, just carrying it back. You know what I'm saying? And when you say you can't do it, look at the word and look at nature. You get what I'm saying? You look at the word, see, ant. If you say you can't do anything, man, just take some time, go to the park, stick your finger in that ant pile and watch the ants. You know, now if you don't take your fingers out, you're going to see how powerful those ants are. You get what I'm saying? Because them ants will make your big old grown tail run. And you know, you might have to come back. You go back in the house, come back, you know, with something. But I guarantee you they going to make you get on from where they at. Those little bitty things. You know what I'm saying? But you don't focus on it. You get what I'm saying? You don't see it because they don't want you to see it.